So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
a clear
everybody,
night,
and
all
welcome
the
to
ingredients
today's
for a
match.
showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. So we're up and running. Now it's Solot. Fernandez. Oh, there's a probing ball. Good read, needed to be. Upamecano can get it clear.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pedri, and he's managed to get free. Pedri! Oh, that is really good tenacity.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Mohamed Salah! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, his instinct was brilliant, but not the finish.
Taken back almost at once. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Mohamed Salah. And it's mainly because of his frightening pace. He's a huge threat when he's running at defenders, but he's also proved in recent times that he's a top-class finisher. Opposition defences are going to have to be wary about playing a high line because there's nothing this guy relishes more than space to run into, and once he gets there, he's gone.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Now it's Mbappe. He's got away. Chance! Heracles! Goal! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Heracles have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, that's a key interception. And now the breakaway. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe looks to get on the end of this. That has been cut short. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
rough. Shapes to shoot! And it's in! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Heracles clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's Mbappe. Threads one in.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Nicked it back promptly. Konate. Mohamed Salah. And he thumps it clear. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Ødegaard. Well read, nice interception. Mohamed Salah. Now it's Pedri. Pedri finds himself offside. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Fernandez. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Cleared away. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Osimhen. Madrid are looking to break at pace. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Charlotte. Mbappe. Konate gets it clear. Heracles have it back and can go again. Donnarumma gets it away.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
That's been cut out, well played. Oh, good-looking ball. Osimhen chasing after it. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, he's hit it long, but there's the hit! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
It is another opportunity from a set piece they have here.
Well, distance doesn't dissuade him. He has the requisite power.
Cleared without hesitation. And there's the end of the first half. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Heracles just didn't want the half-time whistle to be blown. Convincing and controlled.
This is a quick reminder to let
Heracles are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far.
FM station.
underway again. And that's another good win of the ball. Donnarumma with the clearance. That's Solot. Tries a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's under a lot of pressure there. Now it's Osimhen.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
That looks a good ball through.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Mbappe.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Madrid have got it back and they'll have another go. Fernandez. Solot with 2 goals already to his name. Heracles with this 2-goal lead. They're certainly looking much the more assured side. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least.
Oh, what has happened here? Traumeri.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
This match was
It's a throw-in.
28,599.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Substitution on the field. Number 13, Messi. Number 8, Erdegaard. Number 11,
Another
Mbappe.
throw-in.
Coming on the field, number 22, Bob. Number 14, Country. Number 20, Vinicius Junior.
Konate tries to clear. Traumeri. Fernandez. Pedri looking sharp there. Fernandez. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Heracles do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Vardiol getting this one clear. Pinches it off him. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Solot. Heracles have reclaimed it. Madrid do have a chance to counter here. Osimhen. Bellingham. Lovely. Can he finish? He scores! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Well cut out, no margin for error there. Shot a goal! And that would have won it.
Yeah, he knew only too well that to concede then would have been tough to recover from. That could prove a big moment in this game.
Substitutions taking place.
Oh, it's terribly... Hits one! He's got a goal! And this is getting better and better. Heracles go two up and into a position of real strength.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Osimhen, he's had a shot! Really well taken goal. Back within one. They have them in their sights again. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key.
It's their second corner of the game. Referee has taken his time, but it is going to be another corner. Heracles have their third corner. That has been knocked clear.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Pedri was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Can he finish? Oh, taken with style. And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Heracles could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see the more experienced lads step up.
Now the finish! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Is there any support? He might not need it. Upamecano. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And that's it. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. Sorloth taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he said it.
Oh, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of
Hello,
a match that
everybody,
will
and
really get
welcome
the
to
juices
today's
flowing.
match.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway. Mbappe! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. That'll be a throw. Well, that is one way to stop him. That's good running with the ball. And it's Messi. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That has been cut short. And they're quick to press. Driving on and making good progress. That is a brilliant interception. Bellingham, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
He can run onto that. Chance for the header! Oh no, a quite unbelievable miss.
Heracles certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now it's Sorlot. Now there's a fine ball. He's had a hit! Heracles! Goal!
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before and no doubt they'll work it again.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Well, the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's away. Oh, what has happened here?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe.
Well, from experience.
And the finish! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And we have our very first corner. Oh, smashing header! It's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example.
Fires from distance. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Mbappe. And he's there to get it away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Mbappe. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Engages and forces him off the ball. That is a great pick out. Donnarumma has that under control. Oh, just skips past. It's Salah! They've scored! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing. Madrid take the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
He's had it taken off him. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Mosquera promptly onto that, and that is that. Bellingham. Osimhen has a look and plays it forward. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Pedri. Now it's Sorloth. Fernandez. Now it's Mbappe. Can he finish? It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
And he tries a shot! And they've got rid. They're back in possession and ready to go again. That's a decent clearance. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, he'll be annoyed with himself for not getting there. Has a goal!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Hernandez gets over and intercepts. Now it's Osimhen. Mohamed Salah. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. And this could be the final action of the first half. That's really well cleared. Lovely feet. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it has been a pretty crazy game so far. A game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. And that's the second half started. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Now he's off and running. Pedri. That's a nicely measured pass. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Sorloth. And he's managed to get rid.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Mosquera. Mbappe! And he was alert to it.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Mbappe. Fernandez has created one goal already.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Osimhen. That pass has been well intercepted.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Kimmich tries to clear. Chip through. Now it's Pedri. He's got the shot away! Heracles! Goal! And the comeback is complete.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Sorlot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Sorlot actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Substitution on the field. Number 13.
So, time for changes
Messi.
on both sides, actually.
Number 11, Mbappe. Number 17, Fernandez. Number 14, Pedri.
He's got full. And yes, it's there! And with that goal comes comfort. What a great header, got plenty on that.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Heracles, can he put it away? Yes! And surely that settles it.
Heracles clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Face to face with the keeper. There's the shot! And it's in! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Heracles are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Mbappe is looking to set free a runner. Lobotka. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Well read, nice interception. And he's found a way past. Mbappe! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Mosquera with the clearance. And And here's the chance to counter. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Hernandez did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And he's intervened well there. Gets good distance on it. And the counter is on. Vinicius Junior finds himself offside. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Mbappe gets flagged offside. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. 5 minutes left on the clock. Now that looks a decent ball. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a nicely measured pass. The ball is loose and the chase is on. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. There will be 4 extra minutes. Rafael Leao carries the ball down the right. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Odegaard. Now Hernandez. And that will be it. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good.
And a quick announcement.
How do you look back on the game then, Jim? Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. And already we're underway here. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Surlot!
Just off target. Look, I'm sure he'll deny it, Peter, but the keeper didn't have that covered.
Now it's Bellingham. Mbappe! And he's managed to get... Can he finish? It's there!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now it's Osimhen. Osimhen! Well, that is commitment to the cause. Madrid with the corner, they're first. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And now they can spring out of defence. That has not gone well. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Hernandez calmly anticipates. Guardiola cuts it out. Pedri. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Fernandez. Mbappe. That has been cut short. Keeper's got good distance on that. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Odegaard. Oh, this is a... There's the hit! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Heracles really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Mbappe gets it away. Mosquera. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Mosquera kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And they've got rid. No, again there's no way through. Pedri. Great ball if he can get there. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Upamecano gets across to intercept that. Oh, can he get onto this?
This is the time you need that pace.
Mbappe! Ah, that's a fine interception. Danger averted for now. Bellingham producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And it's Salah. Now it's Osimhen.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Corner number 2 then. And that should get the job done. And he's there to belt it away. Heracles are looking to go forward now. climbs up big. It's a goal. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
Great header, made it look easy.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
That has... and the shot! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, such a clever touch. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Cleared without complication. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Heracles clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Surlot. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, he's onto this. There's the shot! It's loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Look, and another try. It's loose now, and they will... And one more try! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And back to the keeper they go. Upamecano. And he's there to get it away. And the whistle goes for half-time. Heracles head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, either looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
That was a fantastic 45 minutes of football. I'm really hopeful of more of the same in this second half.
Heracles head into the dressing room after a half in which we've seen 2 goals, 1 each, and the game right on edge. So we're into the second 45.
Heracles have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break. It's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Heracles take the lead.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
It's their second corner of the game. Bellingham is there, and he can get that clear. Corner number 3 coming up. Bellingham with the clearance. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. And the counter is on. Upamecano cuts out the pass. Oh, that's an inviting ball. Hernandez gets over and intercepts. Donnarumma comes out and deals with it. Now it's Messi. He has found the way through. Big chance! He's got a goal! that goal comes comfort.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Odegaard, and a header! Oh, what has happened here? Mbappe finds himself offside.
The attendance for this match was 29,830.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Osimhen.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 18, Mbappe. Number 13, Messi. Number 3, Ibrahima Konate. Coming on the field, number 20, Erling Haaland. Number 17, Watkins.
Hernandez.
Number 22, Bob. Number 14, Vardiol.
Pedri.
Substitution in progress.
Pedri will not want to lose out here. It's Salah! He's done very well to get to that.
Mohamed Salah actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Madrid have their third corner. And that has been cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. Well-timed, excellent interception. And he can clear it away. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And smartly reclaimed. Heracles do have options available on the bench if they want to. Can he put it away? And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Madrid get their fourth corner. Cleared without hesitation. Heracles are looking to go forward now. It's run loose here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's there to clear it. Tchouaméni makes the interception. Oh, they can break here. Watkins. He's through here. Bellingham. Mbappe. Great chance! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
And he could have eased the pressure on his team by taking them within one of an equaliser.
Now it's Watkins. Well read, nice interception. And he's heaved it away. Watkins. Now it's Chouameni. Crosses it in. That's an excellent interception. The final 5 minutes. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Stones. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
5 minutes to add. Kimmich promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, that's clever. He's found a way through. Pedri. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And we're done. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
They've taken advantage of some complacency, Peter.
welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful,
Hello,
clear
everybody,
evening.
and welcome
The
to
conditions
today's
contributing
match.
to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Well, we're on the way.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he thumps it clear. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Sorloth really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Heracles with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Fernandez. And that is a little undercooked.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Fernandez. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, it's hard to ignore Bellingham, Peter, because he's been compared to so many past England greats. His versatility, the unpredictability, those late runs from deep that make him a great threat. Will he reach those heights? He certainly has all the potential.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. And that's really well manoeuvred. And it's dealt with by the outrushing keeper. Vardiol. Now he's off and running. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Oh, good-looking ball. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Upamecano getting this one clear. Quarter of an hour played. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Here's a sharp little ball here. Great chance! And he's following up!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Chouameni and Upamecano. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he's heaved it away. Konate gets across and deals with it. And he's intervened well there. Donnarumma clears. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is...
There's the shot! Heracles! Goal! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
Heracles have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Pedri. Oh, can he get onto this? Overhits and out of play. And that's definitely not his best. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Upamecano gets it away. Now he's off and running. Now it's Pedri. He's got away. Now it's Sorloth. And he can clear it away. And he's managed to get free. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And that has been clubbed away. Header! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Fernandez. Oh, easy pickings there. Mbappe.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Messi. And he's there to get it away. Now it's Mbappe. Rodri deals with that comfortably.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think there's plenty to be pleased about with that first half display in terms of the score and overall approach.
Heracles, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up.
Substitution in progress.
That gets things going for the second half.
Heracles definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Upamecano cuts it out. Now it's Mbappe. He's found a way through. It's Salah! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Deftly away. Interesting ball. Mbappe! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And they've got rid. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Heracles clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Nicely worked. He's picked his way through. Pinged towards the front line. It's a pretty loose pass. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, that's an inviting ball. Oh, what real chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
29,950.
That's a throw. Nicely intercepted. And he's gone looking for safety. Ball's out once more. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. It's a sweet ball, that. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Substitution on the field.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Number 11, Petri. Number 18,
And it's hoisted clear.
Number 10, Messi.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Number 20, Vinicius Junior.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Stones. Mbappe is firing after that one. Oh, that's clever. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Fernandez. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get...
He's got the shot away! And it's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Vinicius Junior demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Big chance! And he's really put himself on the line here. It's their second corner of the game. Upamecano attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. No, that's been intercepted. Stones wins the duel this time. Gavi. Oh, great ball! Can he finish? And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, it wasn't to be this time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
Spread neatly. Ødegaard. Some resolute defending there. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Rodri. Mbappe. He won't be happy with that one. And he's picked out the run. He has found the way through. Can he finish? Sticks it away. And what a climax we have here. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. Madrid give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
And back to the goalkeeper. Could be danger here. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Gavi. Looks a good ball through. He gets big. Oh, taken with style. We thought it was over. It's all square once more.
Yeah, I'd call that transition.
And that will be it. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Your reflections then, Jim?
Heracles certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
You were given when you were walking through the gates.
So thank you. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature.
We have already started here.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick.
Odegaard.
There's alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Tomiyasu calmly anticipates.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He's found a way through. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. Hits one! It's loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Now, who's going to be first to this? That's really well manoeuvred.
These early exchanges have been frenetic. Looks like we have a proper game on our hands, Peter.
Fernandez is fouled.
Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
This looks like a more than decent chance to strike.
And that is quite wonderful! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order.
Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Croatia have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Oh, that's fabulous.
That's good pressure, closed him down quickly.
Morocco clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the shot's on here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Chouameni, Neymar. Good running, strong and purposeful. And it's Neymar. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them.
And the score is 1-0.
He's had it taken off him.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Rudiger did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Shevchenko. And Shevchenko! Loose ball now. Oh, he's been caught. And again! Decent enough try.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Chouameni, Fernandez,
And here's Messi.
Zico. Now it's Shevchenko. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Zico. Odegaard gets over and intercepts. Messi, given the lift of his goal.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done. Croatia can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Hernes. Now, what about a counter-attack? Messi. Now it's Thuram. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, right place, right time. Hernes. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. You can run onto that. But this is Zeke.
There's the shot! It's a goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
The goal scorer for Morocco.
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run onside proved the key ingredient.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, can he get onto this? Ødegaard.
2 added minutes.
Oh, that's a
has
key
been
interception. Hernes. Now it's Neymar. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Messi. Hakimi. And we've reached half-time. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish
Hello,
game, this,
everybody,
and at
please
half-time,
join me
it's
in
one
wishing
each.
a happy wedding anniversary
So
for one
both
of our
teams
fan
heading
club
off for the
members.
break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. Croatia get the ball rolling in the second half. Well read, nice interception. Now it's Messi. Tchouameni and Fernandez. Tchouameni, Ødegaard, and here's Neymar. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And he is going into that little black book. Thuram.
There's the hit! Superb goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Croatia get themselves into the lead. That's a shade optimistic. And that has been clubbed away. And it's Conte. Conte. Back on the ball again. Zico has a shot! And for a moment, time stood still. Odegaard.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
The attendance for this match was 80,113.
Odegaard. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And that's a superb pass. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack. That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Croatia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Fernandez. Beckenbauer deals with that comfortably. Zico.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Neymar. No, that's been intercepted. Hakimi. And he cuts out the supply. Ernest. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Pinches it off him. Shevchenko. Oh, what has happened here? Real chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's there! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Quite a thriller this one's become.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved. Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Lukaku. And he's intervened well there. Odegaard. Tchouameni. Lukaku. Zico. Neymar looking to get on the end of this. Shevchenko. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Costa Curta promptly onto that, and that is that. Well timed, excellent interception. Caicedo. Look at the space. Vinicius Junior! Now it's Neymar.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, that's well spotted.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Looks a good ball through. Hakimi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Conte. Ernest. Well, that pass isn't the best. Zico, floated through. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that will be the final act. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. Looking for the run-up. Foden is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He's shifting through the gears here. Now that is a hefty challenge. Croatia with the corner. They're first. Croatia have the chance to go the other way. Bellingham. Always onto this. Very nicely done. And here's Nkunku.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ball's gone out of play. Nicely spread. And it's De Bruyne. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. So, Jim, tell me this. Who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this fella, Maignan, we all remember him, Peter, from his stint in his native France. That time he took an unfancied side to the title against all the odds. I think he had 21 clean sheets that year, which is over half the games. And proof that goalkeepers can make a real difference.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Taken back almost at once. Eder Militao.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Shapes to shoot! Goal! Croatia!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
He is through here. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Pavard is there to clear. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Hits one! Goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And claimed it back swiftly. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. That's a fabulous ball. He's found a way through. De Bruyne. Oh, can he get onto this? Koundé gets across to intercept that. Koundé cuts out the pass. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Salah. And here's Vinicius Junior. Mendes puts his foot on the gas. Mohamed Salah succumbs to the pressure. Croatia upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Ruben Dias does really well to win the ball there. Chouameni, that is good alertness. Odegaard.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Looks like he's been given offside again here. Yes, he has. Cleared away. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So having trailed, this to go ahead. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Croatia go into the lead.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Mbappe! And he can clear it away.
3 minutes added time.
And he's intervened well there. That pass has been well intercepted. Mbappe looks to get on the end of this. He has found a way through. Oh, that's nice. Nkunku. And it's De Bruyne. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd, and a fair reflection of the territorial state of play with the half-time scoreline 2-1. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Here we go again then.
Croatia can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
That has been knocked clear. Now who's going to be first to this? Croatia have reclaimed it. Belts one. Now who's going to be first to this? Koundé gets it away. And it's lofted through here. And he's heaved it away. Marquinhos getting this one clear.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
There's the shot! Oh, and the keeper couldn't hold it. It's a goal! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well led, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Quality ball. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
The attendance for this
60
match
minutes
was
played.
29,514.
Vinicius Junior, Odegaard. Odegaard! Goal! Croatia! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Substitution for Croatia. Number 22, Mbappe. Number 45.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 18.
Croatia get themselves into the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Number 10, San Maximin. Number 30, Messi. Number 17, Olise. Number 6, Verratti. Substitutions taking place.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Offside again. Mbappe. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, this looks sharp. Musiala. Mbappe. Oh, that was vital. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Has a look and plays it forward. Koundé with the foul. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Substitution in progress.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. Has a goal! They've done it! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This is quite a battle.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. That's been cut out, well played. Strong running down that left flank. Chouameni, Verratti. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And here's Verratti. Saint-Maximin. And he's straight offside. And he welcomes it in. And he's managed to get rid. Ronaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Ball is over the line. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Eder Militao does well to get it back. Marco Verratti. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mignon deals with it effortlessly. And that has been clubbed away. Vardiol spots it and intercepts.
There will be 5
You
minutes
wonder
added
if
time.
that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, nicely intercepted. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. And he's quick to snatch it back. Good spot, he's seen the run. And they've got rid. Great chance! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that.
Please join me
So
in
a
wishing all the
dramatic
best for
game
members of our
decided
fan
in its
club
very
celebrating
last
their wedding
moments.
anniversary
Well, this
today.
looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, since it first opened its doors back in the mid-1990s, this most splendid of venues in European football has delivered so many memorable games, and it is time once more to lose ourselves in these superb scenes. Just feel it. And that gets things running. Messi, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Mbappe. And he's managed to get free. And that is expertly dealt with. Danger averted for now. Gets his pass away. Well read, nice interception. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I think the role Jude Bellingham will be given will be important here. He's like a combination of a number 8 and a number 6. Great defensively, very aggressive too in going after the ball. But he's also a very neat dribbler, so not the type to stay put. And I'm sure we'll see a lot of that today.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. And it's hoisted clear.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
And that has left him in a heap. Bellingham. Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's there to belt it away. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Chance! Now that is commitment to the cause. Now the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. And we have our very first corner. Croatia are looking to go forward now. And he was quick to react. That looks a good ball through.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
He's had a shot! Goal! Croatia! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Croatia have taken the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the number 1 contender, and he's done it again.
Guardiola. And here's Rafinha. He's found the way through. Looking for a corner. Croatia have their second corner now. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's got away. Iñaki Williams might just make this. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Messi. And the big chance! No mistake! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
And yes, it's him again. Croatia are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, he's burst through. Corner number 3 coming up. And he gets rid in a hurry. No way through, so back. He's going for goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? And they're back on the ball again. Mbappe. Well, that's well seen too. And it's Modric. And he's picked out the run. He's through, now is he in? Plenty to aim at here. No foul, says the referee. Croatia are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Olise. Croatia have reclaimed it. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Chance here to counter. Oh, perfectly measured that. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. It's a throw-in. Ah, good steal. He just read it.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Has a go! He's done very well to get to that.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Goes to finish! He's missed, but not by that far. No way through there. He's found a way through. Now it's Rafinha. Drilled in low. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. We'll do it back on the first 45 minutes.
Croatia were desperate for the half-time whistle. A regroup and a rethink is imperative to rescue this.
Please take some time out to give your support to our Better Stadium Fund.
That's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Tries a shot! They've scored!
The second half off to a spectacular start.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
Oh, good-looking ball. Neatly clipped into space. Looking for the runner. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And he can clear it away. Mbappe bops him off it and wins back the ball. Marquinhos gets good distance on it. Eder Militao always on the lookout for any signs of danger.
Well, that'll certainly improve their mood. All the talking, both tactical and motivational, in that half-time dressing room seems to have paid off for the moment, at least.
De Bruyne engages and forces him off the ball. That's a nicely measured pass. And that has sent him sprawling. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
The attendance for this match was 52,820.
Tries to get it clear. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And here's De Bruyne. Now then, the ball's come loose. And he's found the way past.
Mbappe! They've done it! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
Substitution for Croatia. Number 22, Mbappe. Number 11.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 10,
Croatia
De Bruyne.
take a two-goal
Number
lead and are
13,
looking good for the win.
Messi.
Listen, it's up to them now how they think about it from here, because for me it's crying out for them to force the issue.
San Maximin.
Cleared without
Number
complication.
45, Lukunku. Number 13,
Kvaratskhelia! In he goes again! And it's there! And the lead is 3! It is surely done!
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Croatia grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy.
He's had a hit! Sticks it away!
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So is this the start of a comeback? Odegaard. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Fabinho. João Neves. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. San Maxima finds himself offside. pass is intercepted. Kvaratskhelia. Neither of these two want to come off second best. João Neves. Musiala. Marquinhos makes the interception. Ødegaard. Defending of the desperate variety. João Neves. Musiala. Pavard. Fabinho has given away a free kick. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Ter Stegen deals with it effortlessly. And he's being shifted off it. Kvaratskhelia. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kvaratskhelia was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Ødegaard gets a foot in here. Fabinho. Pulisic.
Pretty robust defending.
He's picked his way through. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Could try cutting inside here.
Indicated.
That is lovely. Oh, played through for the wide man. Pavard. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And reclaimed it in a trice. And that will be the final act. Croatia perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment.
Please make sure to watch the screen.
So,
for
Jim, how do you
information
reflect on
bulletin.
what we've... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. The Dutch capital is rocking. It always has. It did in the days when the great man after whom this arena is named took to the field, and it still does here and now. The faithful expect, and the team must deliver. The action has already started. Can he finish? Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Was he just trying to be a little too clever then? I mean, it's hard to say, but one thing's for sure, he needed to stick it away, and he knows it.
And back to the goalkeeper. That's been cut out, well played. In once more. Oh, that's a key interception. Osimhen. And that was very necessary. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Guardiola, Peter, is a fella who appeared on the scene after a meteoric rise on the international scene.
Real chance! Mendes tries to clear. Yeah, he's going to be disappointed with that. Can he spark a counter here? And it's Messi. Oh, and he's through the middle. Bellingham! And he's heaved it away. Eder Militao. Bellingham! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably...
Osimhen! Goal! Ajax!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And he's on his way! He scores! Hot knife through butter, they have done it again!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Substitution.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Ajax are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Caicedo. Soboslai. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. And we have our very first corner. Olise with the short one. Soboslai. Oh, what a climb! That's going to go a long way. And that is expertly dealt with. Now it's Osimhen. Mbappe.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Koundé. And he's quick to get it clear again. And he's only too happy to take that back. Nuno Mendes. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Soboslai. Vardiol. For Olise. Gets a good foot in there. Koundé calmly anticipates.
Goalkeeper's ball.
Plays it in low. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Now, what about a counter-attack? And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Williams. This is good pressing. They're not short on bodies.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And that is a little undercooked. Williams. He's been picked out.
Oh, super ball. Chance! No mistake! Right back in the game!
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
It's Çalhanoğlu! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Osimhen!
And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Osimhen really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Osimhen finds himself offside. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Rudiger cuts it out. Koundé. Caicedo. Driving forward. That's a lovely, neat pass. He's cut it out.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And the first half is done. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix in what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2 on the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
And we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, what has happened here? That looks a cracking ball.
Now the finish! They've scored! A 2-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Ajax go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Çalhanoğlu. Oh, great chance! And he's taking no chances there. Lobbed in behind. That has been knocked clear. Caicedo does well to get it back. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's managed to get rid. Olise being hunted in packs.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Courtois with the clearance. Pavard. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the pass is intercepted. Eder Militao looking to penetrate opposition lines. Deftly done.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
And the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's gone for goal. Caicedo. Tchouameni. Lovely ball and a real chance now. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Rudiger. Koundé. Olise. Saliba gets across to intercept that. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's away! Now can he find a finish? Olise. Shade too heavy, keeper can pick that up. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Ajax disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. And he's intervened well there. Williams. Caicedo. Mbappe. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away. Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Big chance! And he's gone back with it. And the finish! And it's in! And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
Oh, the contact was fantastic. Right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
Substitution for Ajax. Number 4, Bellingham. Number 5.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 45.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Number
Well, they've given
30,
themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy.
Coming on the field. Number 15.
Good looking ball. He's through here. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Number 17.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Number 10, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 7, Phil Foden. Number 13, Caicedo. Substitution in progress.
Odegaard. That's a decent clearance.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And he's had it nicked away. Interception. His positioning was spot on. No way through. Foden heads it!
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Saint-Maximin
Hits one! And that is the last effort of the game.
One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided.
Security
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found one.